I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man? Not even if you have a car with a tank full of gas. Not even if you have a ship to cross the seas. Nor if you own a bank full of employees. Or if you lead your own church and put your soul at ease. Will I ever bow down to you? Bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man. What's that on that beat? HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the six. And you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. Married to the game with the wedding rag. Everybody try to duplicate. We just innovate. Young and making plenty cake. Get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet. Being broke, what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the depths. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home, getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And you know, last year, not a huge talent discrepancy between these teams, but they still managed to win every game in the season series.
You know, you can call it luck, favorable matchups, favor. They ran the tables. We'll see if that continues here tonight, guys.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Felton, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Lamb in at the 2. Now here's Pachulia. Here's Butler. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Felton kicks to Kanter. Drummond a screen. Felton attacking. Goes back up. And it's Portland with the rebound. Dishes to Ibaka. And no good trying to get that one. It's all tied in Portland. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, it is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing and not doing?
They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Portis is out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Williams. And it's Parsons in at the 3 spot. They're the group the Portland Trail Blazers will start the second quarter with. And the pass to Sessions. Drummond dishes to Sessions. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Good. Tucker's got 5 points so far.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
And the first half comes to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. They've got Drummond, Jeremy Lamb out there with Felton. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Cantor in at the 4 slot. Here's Pachulia. Soft touch off the glass. Pachulia's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. On defense, the Trailblazers, that'll be just one game played away from home for them. Ibaka comes with the double team. 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lamb. And Pachulia pulls it down. The Blazers on offense.
And if they're smart, they can hold it for the last shot.
To me, that's got to be the target. Make sure you manage the clock effectively so you do get the last shot. Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Ibaka. It's off. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. From Portland. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against Golden State. Garrett Temple is out there with Darren Williams. Then there's Cole Aldrich. Then there's Grant. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Zeller. Rebound by Aldrich. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
Williams passes to Aldrich. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Drummond's checked in for Cody Zeller. Enes Kanter comes in for Smith. Kidd-Gilchrist, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. That's Felton in for Sessions. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Felton against Williams. Now, here's Felton. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cantor. Missed. Portis. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. And we'll be back with... Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Portland, Ricky Rubio is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. Clark, a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
Screen by Ibaka. Butler on the way. He feeds it to Pachulia. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. 20 seconds left in the first overtime. Felton against Rubio. Now here's Felton. He's guarded closely, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Left side, Felton. He kicks to Cantor. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. Another tie, and we're going to have a second overtime. And we'll be back right after this. And with another overtime period here, we've got more terrific basketball coming your way right now. And so it's New Orleans with it. Outside, Felton. Back to Cantor. Ball's not loose. Here's Temple. Here's Butler. Money!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 2. There's 37 seconds left to play in the second overtime period. Could not get a winner with just one. Guys, your thoughts?
I think it's a no-brainer here. You got to go 2 for 1 to maximize the clock.
Important, and you're right about clock management. I mean, this is a great opportunity here, but first and foremost, they have got to get a quality shot.
Screen by Ibaka. Williams with the ball. Down low, Ted Gilchrist with the steal. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans to take the lead. No good. Outside Williams. That's a 2 from Butler. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Almost 0 on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertip.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. And after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
Yeah, exactly. But I tell you what, they showed me the heart of a champion here in this one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the
2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler. He had it going on all game long, so when it came down to one shot to win the game, well, it was no surprise that he took it or that it was a game winner.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
The Sports pregame show.
The enchanting sunset over the desert of Phoenix. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they come in off a good outing against the New Orleans Pelicans. It went the distance, too, as they needed overtime to win it.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they got that second chance by virtue of forcing the overtime, and then things really swung in their favor after that.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Chandler Parsons. Pachulia is out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Butler in at the shooting guard. And the rejection by Stoudemire. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. On the wing, Harden. And stolen by Parsons. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to be on James Harden. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this. Both good from the line that time. It's all tied in Phoenix. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Ish Smith is out there with Harden. Then there's Muhammad. Then it's Bargnani, and it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Aldridge. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
The Suns making a switch here. Mozgov's checked in. Here's Ibaka. Off the inbound, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
The shot by Spates, nobody around. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, and their offense scorching now. Red hot. They've really turned it on.
I just don't know if you can play any better offensively, making it look easy out there.
Now, here's Butler. Screen by Ibaka. 5 on the clock. Butler against Harden from 17 feet out. Mozgov grabs the board. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith. And for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. The second quarter was a strong. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. On the court for the Trailblazers, Ibaka is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Pachulia. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rubio in at the 1 spot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And he can't hit the second.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Phoenix. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Pachulia. Portis comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Williams in for Ricky Rubio. On defense, Portland, they trail by 1.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
It's Knight with the drive. Rebound by Aldrich. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
7 seconds left in the third. With 2 seconds left, hits the front of the rim and out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. They've got Mozgov. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Bargnani. Then there's Ish Smith, and it's Knight in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now it's Parsons running. He can go. Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. There's the 3. The shot misses. And the Suns call time here. They're losing by 1. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Knight. Back to Harden. Shoots. But he recovers it. Good from beyond the arc. What a shot. But they may take a second to look at it. Boy, that was close. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? They may go from winners to losers just like that.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're aware of that clock ticking down on you. But within that last fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on your release and the defenders if you waited just a split second too long.
And the final call's been made. The original ruling was correct, and the game is over. The basket will not count.
Well, Kevin, they had to make sure he hadn't gotten it off, guys. I mean, he was just a fraction.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chandler Parsons.
This was Chandler Parsons taking it to the next level, Shaq. I mean, he has heart and hustle always, but he took it.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson, and trick-or-treating door-to-door with me tonight are Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's very
Trick-or-treat, give me something good to eat.
Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Checking out the Trailblazers. They managed to take Game 1 of the season series against this team, looking to seal their series. Welcome, everyone. We have a very special treat for you here. No trick. It's the NBA on Halloween. It's a special October 31st matchup. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Chris Middleton is out there with our this is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
They've got Portis. Garrett Temple is out there with Darren Williams. And it's Ibaka. And it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Phoenix has possession. It's a one-point game, and he commits the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management, crucial at this time of the game.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer dancers.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To tie it up. It's off.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
They sure did. Would have loved to tie it up right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting into his hands and making sure he was the guy to go to the line.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of everyone.
Well, James, no.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
That was the James Harden we've come to know and love. A player that brings nothing but fear to players that have to guard him. I've said this for a while now. He's the best one-on-one player in the NBA. And even if it's not...
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody.
One of just the many signs that let you know just where you are in California. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous, all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you, and it also is going to keep your coach happy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Ricky Rubio is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. Here's Pachulia. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And Anthony gets it to go.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Clippers on defense. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And a couple guys got hot early, and then it became contagious. You could see that everybody kind of pitched in when it came to shooting.
Exactly right, Greg. I mean, normally there's a hot shooter. The defense can kind of lock into that guy and then let somebody else get some shots, but that wasn't even an option in that game because everybody was on fire.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed it.
Get it! What a shot!
Nice shot there without a...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway. Doc Rivers is really a master motivator, isn't he? I mean,
yeah,
it's almost jiu-jitsu, the way he takes something like criticism and Clark turns it into a compliment.
How could you not want to play for Doc? I mean, he's the ultimate players coach and the kind of guy his players would do anything for. He's played the game, and he's a tremendous communicator.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
We've got Anthony. Nene is out there with Garnett. And there's J.J. Barea. And it's Aflalo in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Now, here's Barea. He's guarded by Williams. And the call will be against Darren Williams. That's his first foul. And Fareed kicks to Matthews. Right side a screen. Collison dishes to Barea. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Los Angeles on top.
Hi, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Chandler Parsons out there with Ibaka. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Pachulia in at the 5. Parsons against Collison. Matthews, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists tonight. Portland trailing here. To the inside. Butler. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now Anthony from past the arc, off the mark. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And it's the Clippers ball. Nene is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Matthews. Then it's Anthony. And it's Barea in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Anthony. Yes!
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
So it's Portland now. That's a 2 from Butler. Nails it! A huge shot to tie it up.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to lose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here is Williams. He kicks to Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 1. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
And here are the Clippers now. They trail by 1. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this... case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal.
And during the few moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that